The Dream Machine's DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is, as the name suggests, the wireless variant of the well-known DM6 Holey S ultra-lightweight gaming mouse. The DM6 Holey Duo Wireless sports the same shape and lightweight construction but with a 2.4 GHz wireless connection. The DM6 Holey Duo Wireless has a weight of just 79 grams and can work both as a wireless and a wired gaming mouse, all this with little RGB LEDs to drive the price up. However, given the state of the market in terms of gaming mice, can this improved model hold its own? The Dream Machine's DM6 Holey Duo Wireless has the same design as the regular Holey S, a design that will be liked by everyone as it's balanced with nothing over the top in terms of colors, graphics or the shape itself. While the regular DM6 Holey used the PixArt PMW3389 sensor, the Holey Duo Wireless comes with the PixArt PAW3335, a sensor capable of 16,000 dpi. And just like the regular DM6 Holey, the shape of this mouse is similar with the shape of the Zoe EC series. The left side of the mouse is raised by a few millimeters. This way your hand sits better on the mouse and you have easier access to the main left click. The shape of the DM6 Holey is quite good, as while being larger than the average mouse, it's not uncomfortable to use for those with smaller hands. This is thanks to the fact that the sides of the mouse are not flared, thus giving the mouse a narrower look. To achieve the 79 grams weight, the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless must use the same perforated shell as the regular DM6 Holey S mouse. However, it cannot be as lightweight as the wired variant, as it has an internal battery for wireless usage, among other things such as the wireless transmitter and the cable connector. The underside is simple in design, as it follows the same direction with the same honeycomb pattern perforated in its surface to save weight. The mouse sits on 4 small Teflon feet that can be replaced. In addition, there are 3 buttons on its underside, one for turning on and off the RGB LED, one for switching the mouse on and off, and finally one button for cycling the available pulling rates. The DM6 Holey Duo Wireless has 2 main clicks at the front, a single DPI button behind the scroll wheel and 2 wide buttons on the left side, which by default are configured as the forward and backward buttons for most if not all applications. At the front, the mouse has a single USB Type-C connector. This is used to connect the mouse to your PC and use it as a regular wire mouse and to charge the internal battery. Otherwise, in wireless mode, this connector is left unused. The accessory bundle included with the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is simple. You get an extra set of 4 Teflon feet, a USB Type-C cable with a length of 2 meters and a shoelace style sleeving. This cable is not as flexible as the cable used on the DM6 Holey S mouse, but still flexible enough. And finally, you also get a wireless dongle and a wireless extender. And that's it. The disassembly of the mouse is simple. You must remove the rear Teflon feet to reveal 2 screws, and that's pretty much it. You then slide the casing of the mouse towards the front and you are done. With the casing removed, we get to see what is inside the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless. And we start at the front with the main clicks, which use Huano-made switches. These are well known for their good tactile feedback and solid feel. They are on the noisy side, but nothing out of the ordinary. The side buttons also use Huano-made switches. These have a black casing with a white dot. They have a solid feel and little to no flexing, even though they are side buttons, which often will flex due to their position on the PCB of the mouse. The DPI cycle button also has a Huano-made switch, the same as the side buttons, black casing with yellow dot. This too has a solid feel and good tactile feedback, even though the DPI button will get little usage in the lifetime of the mouse. The switch used by the scroll wheel, or in other words the switch used for the middle click, is also made by Huano and has a black casing with a white dot. The encoder of the scroll wheel is made by F-Switch and has a good resistor on the rotation of the scroll wheel, and that's pretty much it for it. For its wireless functionality, the DM6 Holey Duo uses a 700 mAh battery which runs at 3.7 volts. This battery is installed above the sensor of the mouse in a rather unflattering way. While I do understand that Dream Machines had to do everything they could to keep the weight down, a bracket to hold the battery better would have been nice to see. Also, there is the sound of this mouse, which is The casing of the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is the same as the one on the Holey S, and that means that it is the same fingerprint magnet as the previous model. It's a good coating with a soft surface, but it will get dirty easy no matter what you do. When it comes to RGB, the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless has a single RGB LED installed towards the front of the mouse. This LED will notify you when the battery either is charging or getting low, in addition to being fully RGB LED and notifying you what profile you are currently using. When we talk about build quality, everything is great. The casing is solid with plenty of reinforcement added on its underside to compensate for the lack of structural integrity thanks to the weight reduction. The mouse feels solid in your hand and there is nothing loose inside, hence no rattling noises. The software has been refined and has a good interface. It has 3 main pages that will allow you to configure the mouse. You get a useful battery charge indicator on the left side with all the general info of the mouse on the right. The second page has all the information and settings regarding the speed of the scroll wheel, the sensitivity of the sensor, and so on, while the final third page has the macro system and functionality, which allows you to bind the buttons of the mouse to pretty much anything you want. The testing is done using the mouse tester software. I am using this because it's easy to understand and reliable, plus it gives us a plot chart that is a visual representation of the performance of the mouse. This graph shows that the sensor used on the mouse has good tracking, and when we switch to wireless mode, nothing really changed and the tracking remains within the specifications of the sensor. The Microsoft Paint test is used to establish if the sensor used on the mouse has any issues such as angle snapping and jitter. This is done at different DPI values, including the highest one, which is 16,000 DPI, and everything looks good at all DPI values, which is great to see, especially for a wired and wireless gaming mouse. When we talk about ergonomics and usage, this mouse is great. I can't say that for both right-handed and left-handed users, as I'm just right-handed, but its shape is not as aggressive as other gaming mice, and by that I mean that the subtle elevation at the top part of the casing is just that, subtle, and will not be an obstacle even for left-handed users. The battery life is good with approximately 72 to 73 hours of continuous usage in wireless mode. What is impressive though is the charging speed of the mouse. That's thanks to the fact that this mouse will charge at around 0.4 amps, well above the value used by other gaming mice. The Dream Machine's DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is good value. It offers a great build quality, a low RGB LED count, a good battery life and a great optical sensor. The issues of the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless are the same as those found on the regular DM6 Holey S. The surface is soft and looks good, however it is easy to stain and it will get dirty fast. The mouse feet are also good quality but rather small. I would have liked to see something with a bigger footprint. This mouse handles its wireless system quite well, and by that I mean that the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is one of the only wireless mice that I enjoy using daily. There is no delay and virtually no difference in performance between wired and wireless modes, and that speaks volumes in terms of quality and performance. However, the biggest advantage of this mouse is the price. At under $50 or euros, the DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is affordable without skimping on quality. Yes, the software could be better and the battery level indicator could be made to resemble something from this century, but those are small things when looking at the big picture. The DM6 Holey Duo Wireless is good, and if you want a light gaming mouse that can also work in both wireless and wired mode, then this one is a great choice. If you like this review, then you might consider subscribing for more, and if you want to support me in a direct way, then in the description below you will find the links for both the Patreon and the subscriber pages of this channel.